Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divya Desa Pasarams, and much more. Today, we'll go for a darshan to Thiruvidanthai, which is very close to Mahabalipuram and Chennai, where we can have darshan of Komalavalli sametha Adi Varaha or Lakshmi Varaha. This temple is very close to our hearts, as we have had the bhagyam of having the blessings of this Perumal often when we were in Chennai. We dedicate this to our parents, Rajalakshmi and Srinivasa Iyengar, and Kamala and Seshadri. Our mission of Vrindavan will focus on 4 pathways to Vaishnavanubhavam: Pasurams and Slokas in Santai form, Pasurams and Slokas as music, Divya Kshetra Mahimai, and classical art forms. Ramanuja Daya Patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam Srimad Venkatanathāryam Mande Vedanta Desikam Sri Sailesa Daya Patram Deepatyadi Gunadhamam Yatindra Pravanam Mande Ramyajamataram Munim. Thiruvidanthai is 44 kilometers from Chennai and about 5 to 6 miles from Mahabalipuram. So it is actually on the sea coast, on the East Coast Road. In this Chaitram, Perumal is seen as Varaha Avataram of Sri Mahavishnu, as Adi Varaha Swami. Perumal is Pratyaksham to Bhuma Devi and Kalava Maharishi. In Nalaya Divya Prabandham, Tirumangalwar has sung 13 pasurams in praise of this Adi Varaha Perumal. Other names of this Kshetram are Thiruvidanthai, Thiruvidanthay, because Tayar is sitting on the left lap or Ida Kal. So it is called Thiruvidanthay. It's also called Varahapuri or Kalyanapuri. The other name is Svetavaraha Kshetram, Nitya Kalyana Perumal Kshetram. It's also called Asurakala Nallur and Sripuri. The Sthala Puranam of this temple is very interesting. Sanat Kumaras or Brahma's sons one day came to Vaikuntham to see Perumal and get his blessing. At that time, Jaya and Vijaya, the Dwarpalakas, refused to allow them to go into the Vaikuntham because they said Perumal is resting. But the Dwarpalakas' words were not heeded to by the Sanat Kumaras, and then they cursed them, saying that you will be born in the earth. And Perumal gives the Dwarpalakas respite and by saying, either you stay in the earth for several years, or you be born as asuras and stay for some years, and then you will get respite coming back. I'll get you back. Then they decided to be born in the earth as asuras, and they were born as brothers again, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, to say Kashyapa and Diti. The two brothers, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, both of them have been very blessed, even though they were born as asuras, because they are the Dwarapalakas, or the guards in Sri Vaikuntham for Perumal. Both of them have been responsible for two of the avatarams. Hiranyaksha has been responsible for Varaha Avataram, and Hiranyakashipu for, as we all know, for the Narasimha Avataram. Hiranyaksha, during his life as an Asura on earth, takes Bhuma Devi within himself and goes into the causal ocean or the deep ocean. And when all the devas go and pray to Perumal, saying that Bhuma Devi is not to be found anywhere, Perumal, of course, knows where she is and takes the Varaha Avatara to bring back Bhuma Devi. Varaha is a boar. He takes Varaha Avatara and kills Hiranyakshan and gives him moksham and brings back Bhuma Devi into the earth. This is what is depicted in the Mula or Adi Varaha Perumal in this Thiruvidanthai, where Bhuma Devi or Tayar is sitting on Adi Varaha Perumal's lap, and Perumal is turning his face towards her. It's a beautiful sight. According to another Sthala Puranam, in the Treta Yuga, Maharaja Bali Chakravarti built this temple for Varaha Swami, who appeared before him to relieve the Maharaja of his Brahmati dosha. Sage Kalava and his wife had 360 daughters in this kshetram. They prayed to Varaha Perumal to get them married. Perumal appeared every day in the guise of a suitable groom and married each of the daughters each day. But the bride and the groom disappeared when they went into the temple to pay obeisance to Varahamurti. Finally, after marrying all the daughters, Perumal shows his true form to the Rishi and his Rishi Patni and gives them moksha. He merges all the 360 Tayars as one and named them Akilavalli Tayar and had her on his lap and is seeing her with all his affection in this kshetra. The temple entrance can be seen from the East Coast Road as we travel from Chennai to Pondicherry or vice versa or on a return. This place is also, all these kshetrams are also called Ugandu Alitha Idam. Perumale Manas Ugandu inga vandu irukka. The Pushkarni or the temple tank is called Varaha Tirtham or Kalyana Tirtham. It's such a beautiful place near the East Coast Road. As we cross the Pushkarni and come closer to the temple, we can see now an aerial view of the temple. There is the main entrance to the temple, and as we enter the temple on the inside, we have the Dvajastambham, and on the right side we have the Ranganatha Swami Sannadhi, and then as we go further down, we see the main Garbhagriha of Perumal. The temple entrance does not have a big Rajagopuram. It has both the mandapam on both sides where people can sit. Once we come into the temple, we see the Dvajastambham and a mandapam on the left side, and on the right side is also the Vahana Mandapam. Here we can now see the three Vimanams of Perumal, Tayar and Andal. This Vimanam is called Kalyana Vimanam. Once we cross the Dvajastambham and come inside, we see the Mandapam entry to the Moolavar Sannadhi. And then we can also see the Garuda Sannadhi right in front. These mandapams have very exquisite architecture and is very beautiful. On the top we can see the small insignia of Adi Varaha Perumal. On the top we see the Kovil Mani with Garudan with folded hands. There is also a sculpture of the Moolavar, which is seen on the outside. It is Adi Varaha Perumal with the chakram on the right and shankam on the left hand, and then he is seen with Akilavalli Thayar on his left thigh. Now we come into the Moolavar Sannadhi. We are very blessed to see this Perumal in this Kshetram as Adi Varaha Perumal. Perumal is showing such a karunai, or you can see his face with so much of love and affection towards Thayar, and both of them together shower their anugraham on all of us as human beings. Adi Varaha Perumal with Akilavalli Thayar on his lap. That is a Moolavar, and his right leg is in the ground and his left leg is on the Seshapatni and Adi Seshan. The Utsavar is Nityakalyana Perumal with Akilavalli Thayar. Adi Varaha Perumal with Salagrama Malai and Thayar on his lap. Akilavalli Thayar, right foot on the ground, left foot on Adi Seshan and Seshapatni. Utsavar, Nityakalyana Perumal with Sri Devi and Bhuvi Devi Thayar in Kalyana Tirukkolam. Alvar Mangalasasanam. Thirumangai Alvar has sung 13 pasurams in praise of this Perumal. Periya Tirumazhi has 11 pasurams, Siriya Thirumadal has 1, and Periya Thirumadal has 1. The 11 pasurams of this Kshetram in Periya Tirumazhi, Thirumangai Alvar shows his Attamai, or shows how Thayar is longing to be back with Perumal. Pirivin Atramai, and how she is helpless and she prays to Perumal, asking him how Perumal can be separated from Thayar and requesting him to come and get her back. We are very thankful to Sudarshan Swamin for having recited the Taniyan, and also express our gratefulness and thanks to my brother Gunasilan Sadagopan for having recited the Santai Pasurams of Thirumangai Alvar on Thiruvidanthai.
Kalayami Kalidvamsam Kavim Loka Divagaram Yasya Gopi Prakashavikiravidyanhyatam Tamaha Vali Varakalan Vali Galiganni Vali Gurayalor Valvendan Valigaro Mayonai Valviliyal Mandirangol Mangayargon Tuyon Sudarmanavel Nenjek Kirilgadi Deepam Adanga Nedum Piravi Nanjek Nallamudam Tamil Nannul Turaigal Anjek Ilakkiya Maranasaram பரசமய பஞ்சகலனின் பொறி வரகாலன் பணுவல்களே எங்கள் கதிய ராமானுசமுனிய சங்க எழுத்தாண்ட தவராசா பொங்கு புகழ் மங்கையர்கோ நீந்த மறையா இரமனைத்தும் தங்கு மனம் நீ எனக்குத் தா.
பார்த்தற்காய் அன்று பாரதம் கை செய்திட்டு வென்ற பரஞ்சுடர் கோத்தற்கு ஆயர்த்தம் பாடியில் குரவை பிணைந்த எம் கோவலன் ஏத்துவார் எம் தம்மனத்துள்ளான் இடவந்தை மேவே எம்பிரான் தீர்த்த நீர் தடஞ்சோலை சூழ் திருவேங்கடம் வடை நெஞ்சமே.
திவிளம்பெண் மதிப்போல் திருமுகத்தறிவை செழுங்கடல் அமுதினல் பிறந்தவளாம் நின்னாகத் திறப்பதம் அறிந்தோம் ஆகிலும் அசைவிடாளால் குளையம் கன்னி கொல்லியம் பாவை சொல்லுனன் தாழ் நயந்திறந்தவளை உன் மனத்தால் என் நினைந்திருந்தாய் இடவெந்த எந்த பிரானே. துளம்பட முறுவல் தோழியர் கருளால் துளைமலை சாந்த கொண்டணியாள் குளம்பட கோவளை கண்ணினை எழுதால் கோலனர் மலர் குழக்கணியாள் வளம்படு முன்னீர் வையம் முன்னளந்த மாலின்னும் மாலின மொழியாள் இளம்படி விளக்கென் நினைந்திருந்தாய் இடவெந்த எந்தை பிரானே. சாந்தமம் போடும் சந்தன குழம்பம் தடைமுலை கணியிலும் தழலாம் போந்தவன் திங்கள் கதிர்ச்சுடமெலியும் ஒரு கடல் புலம்பிலும் புலம்பம் மாந்தளர் மேனி வண்ணமும் பொன்னாம் வளைகளம் மிரை நெல்லா எந்த நேர்ந்திழைக்கு விளக்கென் நினைந்திருந்தா இடவெந்தை எந்தை பிரானே. ஊழியில் பெரிதால் நாழிகை என்னும் ஒன்சுடர் துயின்றதால் என்னும் ஆழியும் புலம்பும் அன்றிலும் உறங்காதென்றிலும் தீயினில் கொடிதாம் தோழியோ என்னும் துணைமுலை அறக்கும் சொல்லுமென் என் செய்கேன் என்னும் ஏழையன் பொன்னக்கென் நினைந்திருந்த இடவெந்த எந்தை பிரானே. ஓதிலும் முன் பேரன்றி மற்றோதாள் உலகம் நின்றிருவுரு நினைந்து காதன்மை பெரிது கையற உடையள் கயல் நடங்கண் துயில் மறந்தாள் பேதையேன் பேதை பிள்ளமை பெரிது தல்லியள் வள்ளினுன் மருங்கொள் ஏதலர் முன்னாய் என் நினைந்திருந்தாய் இடவெந்த எந்தை பிரானே. தன்கொடைக்கேதும் தக்கவா நினையாள் தடங்கடல் நுடங்கேல் இலங்கை வன்கொடை மடங்க வாழமர் தொலைத்த வார்த்தை கேட்டின்புறம் மயங்கும் மின்கொடை மரங்கொள் சுரங்கமேல் நிறங்கே மென்முலை பொன் பயந்திருந்த என் கொடை வழக்கென் நினைந்திருந்தாய் இடவெந்த எந்தை பிரானே. உளம் கனிந்திருக்கும் உன்னையே பிதத்தோம் உனக்கந்தி எனக்கன்பு ஒந்திலாள் வளம் கனி பொழில்சோள் மாலிரஞ்சோலை மாயனே என்னவாய் விருவோம் களங்கனி முறுவல் காரிகை பெரிது கவலையோடவலம் சேர்ந்திருந்த இளங்கனி வழக்கென் நினைந்திருந்த இடவெந்தை எந்தை பிரானே. அலம் கிழதடக்கை ஆயன்வாய் ஆம்பர்க்கு அழியுமால் என் உள்ளம் என்னோம் புலம்கிழ பொறிநீர் பொற்கழை பாடும் போதுமோ நீர்மலைக்கென்னோம் குளம்கிழ கொல்லி கோமளவல்லி கொடையடை நெடுமழை கன்னி இளங்கிழே தோழிக்கென் நினைந்திருந்தாய் இடவெந்த எந்தை பிரானே. புன்குலாம் பயலை பூத்தனமென்தோள் பொறுகையல் கண்துயில் மறந்தாள் அன்பினால் உன்மேல் ஆதரம் பெரிதை வணங்கினக்கு உத்தநோய் அறியேன் முன்குலாம் மரங்கொல் சுரங்கமேல் நெருங்கி வீங்கிய வனமுலையாளுக்கு என்குலாம் குறைப்பில் நினைந்திருந்தாய் இடவெந்த எந்தை பிரானே. அன்னமும் மீனும் மாமையும் அறியுமாய என் மாயனே அருளாய் என்னும் என் தொண்டர்க்கு இன்னொருள் புரியும் இடவெந்த எந்தை பிரானை. மன்னுமா மாட மங்கையர் தலைவன் மானவேள் கலியன் வாய் ஒலிகள் பன்னிய பனுவல் பாடுவார் நாளும் பழவினை பத்தறுப்பாரே.
Dhanyosmi Gunasilan Sadagopan, my brother, for the wonderful Santai Pasaram Kainkanyam from Periya Tirumazhi. We will now recite the Pasaram from Siriya Thirumadal with reference to Thiruvidanthai. Karar Maninak Kannanur Vinnagaram சீரார் கணப்புறம் சேரை திருவழுந்தூர் காரார் குடந்தை கடிகை கடல் மல்லை ஏரார் பொழில்சூர் இடவெந்தை நீர்மலை. In Periya Thirumadal, the reference goes as below. பின்னை மணாளனை பேரில் பிறப்பிலியை தொன்னீர் கடல் கிடந்த தோளா மணிச்சுடரை என் மனத்து மாலை இடவந்தை ஈசனை. After having recited all the pasurams in Perumal Sannadhi, we will now go to the Tayar Sannadhi. Komalavalli Tayar is a Tanikovil Nachiyar. Moolavaran Utsava. As we come through the Prakaram Pradachanam, you will see Tayar Sanadi. The Sthala Vraksham is the Punnai Maram, which is behind the Tayar Sanadi. Here we see a lot of garlands offered by people who have vowed here for marriage or Kalyana Prapti. As we come through the Pradakshanam, now we come to the Andal Sanadi, Andal Nachiyar or Sudi Korta Nachiyar, Goda Nachiyar. It is of great importance to know that this temple celebrates Thiruvidanthai in a very grand manner. Finally, we come to the Ranganatha Sanadi. Here, this is very much like Srirangam with Perumal lying down and Sri Devi and Bhudevi. One difference here is there is no Brahma is not seen here. Then we will see Utsava with Changa Chakra Kadapadma with Sri Devi Nacha and Bhudevi Nacha. Ranganathan is lying down as he is in Srirangam. Kedanda Tirukolam. You can now see the Tirumanjalam of Utsava Perumal along with Sri Devi and Bhudevi with Teen, Pal, Tair, Elanir, Manjul, Chandanam, etc. And then we can also see how Perumal has Mallipu Alankaram and Tulasi Malai after the Tirumanjalam. The main Utsavams in this temple are Pavitrodsavam, Panguni Uttamotsavam, Vaikunta Ekadashi, Chitra Brahmotsavam, where they have all the Vahanams, and then we have the Garuda Savai that happens in the Tamil months of Ani, Adi, Masi and Thai. And Tiruvadipuram is another grand celebration. We will now see some glimpses of some of the Utsavams. So here we see the Pavitrodsavam, Perumal and Tayar adorning the Pavitra Malai. Here are some glimpses from the Panguni Utsavam. In the first we can see Perumal in the Kannadi Arai, and the second Perumal is there Sri Devi, Bhudevi, Tayar in Tirukalyana Utsavam. Very beautifully organized. We will now have Aarti Parthasarthi doing Nada Seva on the Veena, playing Sriman Narayana for Nitya Kalyana Perumal Utsava with Sri Devi and Bhudevi.
Om Namo Narayana.
Thank you, Aarti, for the Nada Seva. Now we will enjoy the Rapattu and Palpattu Utsavam. The way these garlands are made and Perumal is decorated by the Archakas is a beautiful sight. Kangolla Kachi. ஆயிரம் கண் இருந்தாலும் போதாது நம்முடைய ஸ்ரீமன் நாராயணை பார்க்க. Here we can see Perumal in Unjal Sevai, Unjal Utsavam. This is another glimpse of the Surya Prabha and other Utsavams of Perumal. Since Nityakalana Perumal at Thiruvidanthai married Kalava Maharishi's 360 daughters, he is called Nityakalana Perumal, marrying one daughter each day. And it is said that people who vow here, who do the prayers for Kalyana Prapti, it is definitely true to happen soon. The procedure for Kalyana Prapti is, devotees who wish to perform this prarthana, they get 2 garlands and 1 archana set. Then they do the archana for Perumal with their Gotram, Nakshatram and name. The priest gives back the garland after the puja. They then worship goddess Komalavalli and get the kumkumam. They wear the garlands and around the neck and perform 9 pradakshanam around the outer prakaram. And then they take these garlands home keep it in the puja room. Once the marriage happens, the couple visit the temple and bring the old garlands and perform archana as husband and wife, and the old mala is placed over the Stalavraksham, as we have seen in the Stalavraksham, to complete the prarthana. Here we see Perumal doing the Kalyanotsavam in Kalyana Thirukolam, decked with garlands, both Sri Devi and Bhudevi Tayar with Perumal. You can see the Drishtipottu on the cheeks. We now see Perumal in the Garuda Vahanam, as we saw earlier. Garuda Seva happens 4 times a year during the months of Ani, Adi, Masi and Tai, months of the Tamil calendar. After having seen Perumal and having a good darshanam and thinking of our bhagyam, we move from the temple thinking what is going to be our next Divya Kshetra Yatra, to see Perumal again in a different form. Adiyongal Dasoham from Parthasarthi family for joining us in our Thiruvidanthai Yatra. See you all in our next Divya Darshanam.
Thank you, and from Parthasarthi family, please share with like-minded friends the Vaishnava Anubhavam on Vrindavan. Adiyongal Dasoham, Parthasarthi Srinivasa and family.